Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. The lake,
It does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
Your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. What was in the light? Hello.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know...
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh, man! We're sitting ducks with the lights out!
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
For the record, that was fricking hilarious. Sheriff Nightingale, you drunk, pompous asshole, you deserved every bit of that. And just that sense of realization, wait, I know what's happened. Ah! That was absolutely brilliant.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
I love that. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. That's brilliant.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the deja vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
I'm gonna have to kill him later on, aren't I? It's usually what happens when people get taken away by the darkness. The eternal darkness. No, not Final Fantasy 3. Eat. I'm a rider with a flare gun. No, it's just a flare, it's not a flare gun. But there's another. Who leaves flares just lying around in offices? Seriously. Probably the same person that leaves random gun cartridges lying around on park benches, to be honest. Thermos. Do 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 do. It's Sheriff Breaker, not Sarah. Hurrah!
Here are your things. Wait, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper.
1, she's become very trusting of me, which is nice. 2, she's got a shotgun, she's a badass, referring to the sheriff here, of course. 3, who the fuck lives in a decommissioned power plant? As if you need any more evidence that that woman's a creepy, creepy
Come
bitch.
on, let's get back to your friend. Wheeler,
That's
I
her.
need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride.
Yes, you're
but
staying
I
here.
have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in 2 places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one out?
I think you should concentrate on what needs to be done, Barry. Hey, this is the door that Nightingale got pulled through. Checkpoint!
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls.
Of course it did.
Can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Because I'm clearly the badass combat character. Oh, wait! Right, find a way to access the rooftops.
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
Can't we just drive a car through the friggin' gate? I mean, seriously. Look, car, gate, car, gate. Would that not be much simpler? Just a thought. Well, through the hole I made earlier on, I guess. Kill the black goopy gunks. I missed my big torch. Oh well. Batteries! Somewhere I can bust through this fence? Apparently not. Ooh. But I can use that. Surely it should be the sheriff doing all this. She's the, you know, trained enforcement officer. God, these guys really are messy, aren't they? Leaving all this tar around. I think I've already had one achievement for getting those black tarry gunky things. But I've been trying to get them all, although I think I might have missed a couple on a section where I didn't have a light, I'm not sure. In light, you can hurt them. Oh, this must be from a plate. Presumably you could actually access this part of relatively early in the game. And so it's probably just informing you that in case you weren't already aware. Because this is chapter 5. If I haven't worked out I can hurt them in the light by now, I've probably had a really rather rough time of things. Whee! Get rid of all that goop. Motherfuckers. Right. Find a way to reach the street level. I presume they mean without jumping off the top of the building and accidentally killing myself. Because technically I would reach street level. I would reach street level quickly and then I would decelerate. And do I have to jump across this gap? Well, let's find out. Our survey says... Bing, 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 bing. Going
Hey,
down.
Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. We need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
It's alright, Alan. So far you've been failing at being a combat character, so now you might as well fail at being an engineer.
Hey, wait! The gate, remember? You have to open it for
No
me.
shit.
I couldn't leave without the sheriff. She was my ticket to Weaver.
I know I can't. I'm just looking to see if there's any coffee lying around. That sounds a little bit weird. Flares. Batteries. Revolver ammo that apparently I have maxed out. Another flare. Right, let's fiddle with the controls then. And get the sheriff with me.
Damn! That's smart!
Who needs trained
Good job,
electricians?
Wade. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there. Bad guys on the move! Ay, shit! I think I lost him. Keep shooting! No, you don't. Shooting!
She's taken to shooting random people like a fish to water. It's frankly a little disturbing. How happy she is shooting people that previously she would probably have considered civilians. True, but she took the hint that they were bad guys really fucking quickly. which I guess is great for the context of a game, but it does sound a little weird. She's a badass with a shotgun. I love the fact we're on first name basis now. It's not Sheriff Breaker, it's Sarah. Follow Sarah. Remember, Alan, you have a wife. Is that a manuscript page? No, it's just a bin. Is that a bin? It's a bin. Alice. Like, you know, Alice Springs. Or Alice in... I don't think she's really in Wonderland at the moment. I get the impression the place where she is doesn't really... Well, I guess it's wonderful in the sense that it might fill you full of wonder. That doesn't necessarily mean it's good. Yeah, it's fantastic. Full of fantasy. Still doesn't mean good. I'm coming, Sheriff. Not that you really need my help. As far as I can work out, you're an indestructible NPC with a shotgun. But, whatever. You're getting my help whether you want it or not. And this follow. Well, I was doing it anyway. Holy shit, she's a badass.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude. Oh, he's such a witty man, isn't he? Here's our Alan. So I wonder why this person...
The right. I understand these rights.
Checkpoint! Beautiful, beautiful checkpoint. I want a hot dog. Oh, they don't sell pizza. Barry wouldn't be happy. You can have hot dogs, you can have nachos.
Hey, over here! There's light!
Yeah, but I might be missing out on shiny things. Do you not understand this, woman? Why are you in such a hurry? I want to know if there's stuff I can pick up. Doesn't appear to be a great deal over here. Oh wait, thermos flask. And some more shinies. There was some stuff over here. Excellent. Don't need revolver ammo, don't need batteries. Because I have an indestructible NPC with a friggin' shotgun, you know. It's all groovy. There's a car alarm going off as well. Isn't there always when things go badly wrong?
I have a key. Watch my back, wait.
Oh no.
It's an ambush.
You don't say. Is that a chainsaw?
Far enough!
And breathe. There we go.
Let's go, Wake.
The cluster is done, including bitches with chainsaws. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate chainsaw wielding nut jobs? Especially when I have to shine a light on them for 10 seconds before I can kill the bastards. Oh well. We made it through.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building near the main entrance.
Gotcha.
No, seeing as the sheriff knows where they are, it would have actually made more sense for the sheriff to do this. And you just to suck up the electrocution again. Like little bitch.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again. But meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer. The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Perhaps he should man the fuck up. Or woman the fuck up. Gender's not really relevant here. The point is, perhaps he should stop being such a prissy little bitch. Oh. Okay, my turn to be a prissy little bitch. I'm running away from my own fucking shadows now. Great.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
I also got some flashbangs. Thought they might come in handy. And a flare. And a more bitchin' torch.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Because bad things.
Oh god! Oh god!
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
Piss. No, Barry, you might be dead. I hope. No, I shouldn't say such things. Barry has been an invaluable ally and asset. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. Door closed. Yeah. Alright, through here. There's a statue of... It's not recorded when Bright Falls was first formed as a nameless trading post, but it became a town when the Bright Falls Mining Company started to operate in 1878. It was then that Hubert Biltmore, a fur trapper, and Amos Gunderson, a pioneer from Tacoma, decided to build a post office, saloon, and hotel, all operating from the same building. So they didn't build a post office, saloon, and hotel. They built a shack, and it fulfilled these functions. It was through the efforts of these two men that Bright Falls became the permanent and thriving town it is today. Both of those are relative terms. Trust no one in the dark. Pictures in the dark I see. It's nice to have an ally who's actually competent, and she is definitely competent. Memo to self: do not fuck with the Bright Springs Sheriff. So Sorry,
We
Bright
can make it
Falls.
through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the
Keep
backyard.
it the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not the darkness that's going around fucking everybody's shit up. I'm just the poor schmuck who's still not dead. Ignoring the countless times in which I've actually died. Okay, technically not countless, just many. And you, my dear, are worried about... I think your priorities are a little bit wobbly at the moment. Then again, she seems to be taking this all very much in her stride. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe she's actually some ridiculously, like, badass witch hunter. And all this she's already aware of. You know, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Sarah the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, she's aware of all this gumph. She knows it goes on. To her, it's just another day in the office, and she'd really like you to keep it down rather than spoiling her nice town. Maybe that's it. That's the theory I'm going to currently run with, and if the game does not correct
They're really
me...
taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
And Alex Casey books by Alan Wake, modern master of crime fiction. Alex Casey, What I Can't Forget, Return... All in stock, $20 a book, $100 for the full set. Mr. Wake is in town, see if you can get them autographed. And unless the game corrects me, that is what I am going to be running with. That she is a ridiculously badass, like, vampire hunter. And all this is just, like... just her line of work.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
Oh! Cynthia Weaver, that's the woman who is always making the town eccentric. She's always making a thing about the light switches, if memory serves. She's been going around leaving the messages and the directions and the crates of fecking ammo. Oh, God bless her. She's a bit of a crazy, but she's the right sort of crazy. You know, the one that's right. Anything up here? So, God bless Cynthia Weaver. I hope she makes it through this story in one piece. Bob the Bear Goes Shopping. Kiddies books. How to Catch the... Really? Let me read this to you and see what your first impression of it is. And I believe this is supposed to be a children's book. How to Catch the Legendary Dopefish. Are they just trying to make kids high? The Human Island. The Conspiracy of Faith, is that? Bob the Bear Goes Shopping upstairs. Anyway, let's follow the sheriff.
I don't see Barry.
Look, Wake. Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Get to the chopper! Wow, that actually fitted in this time. Anything over here? Ooh. Yarp. Bless you, Miss Weaver. Bless you. Coffee! Let's go, Sheriff. Sorry. Sarah the Vampire Hunter. She must be getting a little bit frustrated with me constantly running off and not focusing on saving my wife and finding Cynthia in all this schniz. Checkpoint reached. Oh, there'll be some shinies in that box. Do these sell pizza? No, still no pizza. Barry will still be very disappointed. Don't need any batteries. Go to the church, because everything... I'll be safe in a church, right? Right? Nothing bad ever happens in the church. Yeah.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
Barry's getting a little bit carried away. Sale! 50% off! What are you selling? Bugger all, except a fridge. Oh, I see, that's for all that. Ooh, batteries. Oh, except I don't need any batteries. It looks like Barry's found one of the crates. A lantern? Oh, it's just that, yeah.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
Let's take a flank.
Of course the church is locked. They are my thoughts on the matter. Right, let's take the fight to them. Okay, maybe not. They appear to be taking the fight to us. Whoa! Bitches! Yeah, you were a little bit eager to die there, weren't you?
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
There's these psychos running at me saying, Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart. You're giving me health advice as you try and... Oh my god, that was a bit closer than I anticipated. Okay, let's try that again. Because apparently they were behind me. So yeah, they're running at me shouting, Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart, giving me health advice while ripping my spleen out with a knife.
About this lock. I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
I don't know, they're just guys with sharp things. They might be, yes. But, let's go with the shotgun on this one.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
Oh, they've got rage ones, that's why it's bullshit.
You don't.
Survive the assault is my current objective. Yeah, there was. It's gone away now.
It's
I
open.
think I've survived.
Let's go, Wake.
Why is it magically open now? Why couldn't it magically be open before? For fucking...
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
Yeah. So the church is lit up like a Christmas tree. For tradition's sake, they keep it lit the night before Deerfest. I see. That's
We're
convenient.
almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Why do we have to go through the
There's
basement?
no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
That's exactly what I was thinking. As soon as she says that, Alan says, yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea. Yep, my thoughts exactly, mate. My thoughts exactly. Are you coming, love? Yes, good. Great. Come on, Vampire Hunter Sarah.
You have the right to remain silent.
Right there. Far enough. Far enough.
Manly. Huh. Oh, seriously? Firefighter. Fan-dabby-tastic. What the hell happened to him?
That one saw the light, huh?
Ah.
You
One
didn't
Barry
like that
we...
one? A tough
Oh
audience. Well, I got
my
plenty more.
God.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
That's...
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.